What's up, guys? John here with Malevolent. Today we're back after a long hiatus with Johnny again, aka Other John. What did you do last weekend, Johnny?
I got top 4 at the Seattle Regional playing Radiant Typhoon.
So we're back with another top 8 regional deck profile for you. All right, let's see it.
Alright, so obviously the best cards being your Crocia, Hand Trap Magnet, your best starter, which is Swen. I don't care what anyone else tells you, they're wrong. This is the best. 3 Eldum, because another starter. I'm only on 1 Megala, because or Megala, whatever you want to say. Primarily because if you need it, you search it, and then you don't really want a bunch of them. People are saying that you should play multiple so you don't brick. However, I found when I played multiple, I bricked more on them. With that comes the 1 main deck Varun and the 1 bird. The last monster I played in my main deck is the God card, which was 3 Sheena. If I saw this card, I won. It's just, that's how it goes. The fact that this is just a full board breaker against whatever you're worried about is terrifying. I even used it to bounce an Invader of Darkness after I threatened them with a Typhoon so that I could play. It was cool. On to quick play spells. 3 Chant, it's your Rhoda. 3 Vision, it's your Allure of Darkness. 1 Ascendance, it's a Monster Reborn. I've started to grow some appreciation for this card, but I don't think more than 1 is necessary. I was on 6 main decked Forbidden spells. I will say this has become pretty standard. A lot of people have been like, Crown isn't that good, you should just play Droplet. Crown is the best card in the entire game. This card is entirely too versatile, whether you're going on offense or on defense, and the fact that you just kind of flip it and go, that card is blanked, won me so many games. Against Elf Note, they went Medius plays, and all I had to do was go, I'm going to Crown it, and now they couldn't go Fiendsmith afterwards. Like, it was just dead, over. 3 of the actual best card in the game right now. Pretty basic. 3 of this deck's best card, which is MST. It now says I negate everything. Unfortunately, you do have to play 3 now, even though it might not always be good, primarily because the main +3 combo that you can do requires that you have the ability to search one after you already have 2 in hand, so you kind of have to play 3.
Yeah.
The actual God card, Called by the Grave, it's pretty good. And then I wanted more draw power, so I decided to play 3 Extravagance. A little birdie named Marlin told me I needed to reread Vision and this. Primarily this, because this just says you can't draw after you use it, and so you can go standby or draw phase, draw with Vision, and then during the main phase, go Extravagance and draw 4 cards that turn, which is really cool. Twice now, all my Varuns have been banished, which isn't great, but it's okay because in one of them it was a mirror match, so I just made win and took theirs.
Nice.
Sharing is caring. The last obvious card is the Mandate. You don't need more than 1 of this. All this card's effects are soft once per turn or once per chains, and so if you draw a card, you can pop it, bring it back with the link, and draw another card. A lot of people didn't realize that it was just once per chain and got really scared when I was setting multiple MSTs. People didn't respect this card. They would go SP and have the ability to get rid of it, but instead they just kept hitting the bird, which cost them the game, I'll be honest. If they would have hit this, I would have lost half of them. And the last card, I was at 39, and I wanted something for consistency, so I chose Tenki. It was either Tenki or Shield Bearer, and Tenki, while it's susceptible to MSTs and Fallen and Virtuous, if they do happen to use those, that's one less thing I have to worry about before I actually start my plays, because it's almost never my only play. Many times I've had to use it and then MST it to play, because I'll activate, they'll Ash it, and then I can MST it so that I can summon Crocia. Swen also being your better starter means that if I'm going to play one or the other, I might as well play the one that searches the better starter.
Fair enough.
Extra deck. It's backwards. 3 Varun. Don't mind the dirty sleeves, I have to get more. You kind of have to play 3 because you're playing Extravagance. You could probably get away with 2, but I'd almost play 3 anyway. This card's just everything. I started using the benching effect more than anything, and people were not expecting it. The majority of the time, they forgot that it did that. To win, again, you're playing Extravagance, and this card says when it dies, it searches Sheena. So I wanted to play multiple on the off chance that I needed to just put one out on the field. Even just putting it out in the mirror match and not using the effect can be quite a threat that forces a random phonics on it, because if you search Sheena in the mirror match, you win. SP, never made it. Great Fly, made it twice, got banished most of the time. I'm on 6 Albaz names.
Whoa.
I really want to make sure that I didn't banish all of them. So I went with 3 Albion because you kind of need to make sure that's in circulation. 2 Dark Dragon because if one got banished, the deck's recursion of the Albaz stuff went out the window, and so playing 2 allowed me to always have it, which was good because this was always in the Extravagance. And then I decided to play 1 Albaledness because I was told that it would be the best option. Ordinarily, it's usually like that people play online apparently. And that's so that if they do end on a random Albaz on the field, you can just contact fuse their field away before you start playing. It's kind of cool. Didn't come up ever. Last 2 was Typhoon, important card, and Enter Blathner was the last one. The idea behind the Enter Blathner was if I Sheena the monsters and give them back like a starter that would end up costing me the game if they resolved it, I like being able to overlay my 9s in Enter Blathner and then banish it. It never came up. It got banished. Since then, I've been thinking about playing Totem Bird instead.
Gotcha.
For the side, Lunalight Hate. Super good against any light and dark deck. You banish whatever you need to banish, and then you search Sheena because it's a dragon. If I haven't made it clear yet, searching Sheena means you win. So, 3 Foalos for most decks, 3 Perulia for the mirror match, or Vanquish Soul. I decided on 3 Double Cyclone primarily because it's 1 a skill check. If I go to like put pressure on, say, the Sting in the Draco Tail mirror match, oftentimes they'll need to flame it because Sting is actually a really good card for the grind, for even that turn. So wasting the flame and then being able to double cyclone and pop the other trap as well allowed me to clear 3 for 2 basically. It's also good in the mirror match, dodging MSTs. And then I wanted to go in first card, something. Usually I took out the droplets for it. It was either Dimensional Fissure or what I went with, which was 3 Curse Seal. Dimensional Fissure was pretty cool because it would shut down a decent amount of decks. However, it takes up additional back row slots than you usually have. And on top of that, this card can hit a lot more, including the mirror match. Just hitting their MST puts them down extremely bad. So I wanted to be able to play as much as I possibly could. Everyone has a power spell that you need to get rid of, so it seemed pretty decent, and you have so many spells that it doesn't matter.
Gotcha. All right, any shout-outs?
I want to shout out Marlon for teaching me that I can Extravagance and do other things. I also want to shout out, I feel like there was someone else I was supposed to, and I can't remember who. No.
That's it.
We're
All right,
going
just Marlon. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
just
All right.
Marlon.
Thanks a lot, man.